Hello everyone, welcome back to Shruti IAS. Uh, this is video 10 of page-wise, chapter-wise exact questions from M.Laxmikanth. This video looks at 2014 polity questions that have been asked in the UPSC Prelims paper. If you want to know more about this program, you please go ahead and watch the 2005 video. But just as a short introduction, what we're trying to do here is we are trying to mark all the questions that have been asked in UPSC prelims papers in the last 20 years in polity in our Laxmikanth book, the correct options, the incorrect options, so that when we are, revising Laxmikanth, we don't at least miss out on these important highlighted parts, right? At least the parts that have been asked, we revise them from Laxmikanth when we are doing our final revisions. This is a screenshot of my Laxmikanth and how you can do it. Without wasting any further time, let's start with the first question. 2014 question, the topic is languages, classical languages. Consider the following languages: Gujarati, Kannada, Telugu. Which of the following have been declared as classical languages by the government? For this, we come to chapter number 73, official languages, page number 543. Under classical language status, in 2004, the government of India decided to create a new category of languages called as classical languages. So far, 6 languages are granted the classical language status. The table is shown here. Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and Odia are the classical languages, which makes Gujarati as an incorrect option. Our answer becomes C, 2 and 3 only. Question number 2 is on parliamentary committees. Which of the following is the largest committee of the parliament? For this, we go to chapter number 24, parliamentary committees. Starting from Public Accounts Committee, we come to page number 271. Clearly written here, Public Account Committee consists of 22 members, 15 from Lok Sabha, 7 from Rajya Sabha. For Committee on Estimates, we go to page number 273. The Estimates Committee, originally it had 25 members, but its membership was raised to 30. All 30 members are from Lok Sabha only. The Rajya Sabha has no representation in the committee. For estimates, the number is 30. Coming to same page, Committee on Public Undertakings. This committee has 15 members, 10 from Lok Sabha and 5 from Rajya Sabha. Originally it had these many members. Right now it has 22 members, 15 from Lok Sabha, 7 from Rajya Sabha, right? Committee on Petitions. Committee on Petitions has, we go to page number 277. It has 15 members, while the Rajya Sabha committee consists of 10 members. The highest number is in the Estimates Committee, which has a number of 30 members. Our answer becomes B, Committee on Estimates. Coming to question number 3, which one of the following schedules of the Constitution of India contains the provisions regarding anti-defection? For this, we can go to chapter number 4, page number 40. Salient features of the Constitution. The list of all the schedules is given here. So from here we can read what is the 2nd schedule, what is the 5th schedule, what is the 8th schedule. Our 10th schedule is the provisions for the ground of defection, also known as the anti-defection law. Another place where we can find this answer is in chapter 85, page number 597. The chapter is anti-defection. Here very clearly it is written that 91st Amendment Act of 2003, sorry, not this one, just 1 second. 52nd Amendment Act of 1985 provided for the disqualification of the members of the parliament and the state legislature on the ground of defection from one political party to another, right? And for this purpose, it makes changes in 4 articles and added a new schedule, the 10th schedule. So answer becomes 10th schedule, which is an answer for this. Coming to question number 4, the topic is DPSP. In the Constitution of India, a promotion of international peace and security is included in the... For this answer, we come to chapter 9, DPSPs, page number 110 and 118, both have the answer. Page number 110, under the liberal intellectual principles, point number 7, Article 51, to promote international peace and security, maintain just and honorable relations between nations. Chapter 9, page number 118, the list of all the DPSPs are given. Article 51, promotion of international peace and security. So our answer becomes B, directive principles of state policy. See, we are supposed to do all the DPSPs and all the fundamental rights on the tips of our hands. You can find a lot of videos on tips and tricks to do this. And you can check out Dr. Shivan's video also on YouTube regarding this. Anyways, coming to question number 5. The topic is planning. Now, this particular question is not directly given in Lakshmikant. It's kind of a logical question. Which of the following are associated with planning in India? So once we, when we used to read the planning chapter, or maybe when we read the Niti Aayog chapter, there we come to know that the National Development Council is related to the Planning Commission, and Parliament is also related, of course, related to the planning. Finance Commission, Union Ministry of Rural Development and Urban Development are not necessarily related to planning in this particular context. So our answer becomes C, 2 and 5 only. This is an irrelevant question because Planning Commission has been, it's replaced by Niti Aayog, so it's not going to be asked again. Again, coming to question number 6. Now, this question is also not in Lakshmikant. It is on Cabinet Secretariat. Let's just read the question. Which of the following are the functions of the Cabinet Secretariat? Preparation of agenda for Cabinet meetings, correct. Secretarial assistant to Cabinet committees, correct. Allocation of financial resources to ministries. This even seems very far-fetched for how UPSC gives its options. C3 is the incorrect option here. Answer is C, 1 and 2 only. Coming to question number 7, the topic is constitutionalism or a constitutional government. Consider the following statements. A constitutional government is one which places effective restrictions on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. Okay. Places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. Either one of the two will be correct. For this, we go to chapter 3, Concept of Constitution, page number 25. The constitutionalism and constitutional government meaning. So under point number 2, if we read here, constitutionalism recognizes the need for government with power, but at the same time insists that limitations should be placed on this power. Restrictions on authority of the state in interest of individual liberty. Similar statement, same meaning, just different language. Unlimited power may lead to an authoritarian, oppressive government which jeopardizes the freedom of the people. Only when the constitution of a country imposes limitations upon government power does the country not only have a constitution but also constitutionalism. The concept of constitution is that the polity governed by or under the constitution has ordains essentially limited government and rule of law as opposed to arbitrary, despotic, authoritarian, totalitarian rule. Constitutional government should necessarily be democratic government. Arbitrary power in hands of any individual or institutions, even if conferred by the constitutional document, is a negation of the concept of constitutionalism. Our answer here becomes B only. Why? Because this statement effectively means this only. Right? It's just different English, but it means the same thing. Limitations, limited government. There has to be check on the authority and for the freedom of the people. So this A becomes incorrect because individual liberty or the freedom of the people has to be kept above state authority. So answer becomes B, 2 only. Coming to question number 8, the topic is governor. Which of the following are the discretionary powers given to the governor of the state? For this, we go to chapter number 36, governors. Now, point number 4 and point number 2 are also powers of a governor, but they are executive powers of a governor. And in page number 316 in the chapter governor, we can see in point number, point number 2, she can make, fourth point is here in point number 2. She can make rules specifying the manner in which the orders and other instruments shall be made and executed in his or her name shall be authenticated. And point number 4, she appoints the chief minister and other ministers. They also hold office during his pleasure. So these are powers of the governor, but they're executive powers. Here we are asked discretionary powers. So these two become incorrect. Now let us look at the list of discretionary powers given on page number 321. The governor has a constitutional discretion in following cases. Reservation of bill for the consideration of the president. Point number 1 becomes correct. Recommendation for the imposition of the president rule in the state. Point number 3 becomes correct. So the answer becomes 1 and 3 only. Coming to question number 9, the topic is president. Consider the following statements. The president shall make rules for the more convenient transaction of business of the government of India and for the allocation among ministers of the said business. All executive actions of the government of India shall be expressed to be taken in the name of the Prime Minister. Okay. For this, we come to chapter 18, President, page number 191. Under powers and functions of the president, very clearly under executive powers, the executive powers of the president are all executive action of the government of India are formally taken in his or her name, which makes our statement 2 as incorrect because here it is given that they are taken in the name of president, but they are actually taken in the name of Prime Minister, which is incorrect. They're actually taken in the name of president. Point number 1 is correct. With B, he, she can make rules specifying the manner in which the order and other instruments and executed in his name and shall be authenticated. Coming to question number 10, topic is no confidence motion. Consider the following statements regarding a no confidence motion in India. There is no mention of a no confidence motion in the Constitution of India. A motion of no confidence can be introduced in Lok Sabha only. Now, statement 1 is correct. I could not find like the direct line, but this is a correct statement. Usually, things are not mentioned in the Constitution. Like, usually, like such detailed things are not mentioned in the Constitution. But for future references, we are going to remember this, that there is no mention of no confidence here. What is mentioned? Let us look at what is mentioned. Chapter 23, Parliament, page number 242, no confidence motion. Article 75 of the Constitution of India says the Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. It means that the ministry stays in office so as long it enjoys the confidence of the majority of members of Lok Sabha, which also gives our second statement as correct. Chapter 23, same chapter, page number 260. Again, this second statement is given again here. Unequal status with Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha cannot remove the Council of Ministers by passing a low confidence motion. This is because the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible only to the Lok Sabha. Both these paragraphs give us 2 as correct. First one, let us remember for future purposes that no confidence motion is not directly mentioned in the Constitution of India. Article 75 only mentions about collective responsibility. Coming to question number 11, the topic is Supreme Court. The power of Supreme Court of India to decide disputes between the centre and the states falls under. For this, we come to chapter 26, page number 290. Under original jurisdiction, the Supreme Court decides the disputes between different units of Indian Federation. More elaborately, any dispute between centre or one or more states. So this particular answer is original jurisdiction here. Please read about advisory, appellate and writ jurisdiction from this same chapter, from this same page number. So coming to the last question. In this last question, we see again the topic is Supreme Court. The power to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court is vested in. Same chapter, chapter 26, page number 285 and 295 have our answers. At present, the composition appointment. At present, the Supreme Court consists of 34 judges. Originally, the strength was fixed at 8. 1 Chief Justice and 7 other judges. The Parliament has increased the number of judges progressively to 10 in 1956, to 13 in 1960, to 17 in 1977. So this also gives our answer that the Parliament increases the number of judges in Supreme Court. For a better statement, we come to page number 295 under the list of all these judgments regarding the composition of Supreme Court. Clearly it is written, Article 124, 1 of the Constitution reads as follows: there shall be a Supreme Court of India consisting of Chief Justice of India, and until Parliament by law prescribes a larger number of not more than 7 other judges. So again here, Parliament prescribes the number of judges in the Supreme Court. I hope you like the video. Do let me know in the comments what video do we want to do next. I mean, should we start with geography or should we start with ancient? Thank you.